Aft doors armed and cross-checked.
Good morning, everyone. Did anybody happen to lose this on the way in? Great, now that I have your attention, it's your safety information card. If you lost yours, you can go ahead and re-find it in that seat back or literature pocket in front of you. Check it out, review it. It's going to go over all the safety features we're about to go over. Just in case you haven't been in a car since the 1920s, there's a seatbelt. To fasten your seatbelt, you're going to slide the flat end into the buckle. You'll pull the loose strap to tighten. To release, go ahead and lift up on that buckle. That seatbelt should be worn low and tied across your hips at all times while you're seated, or anytime that seatbelt line above you is illuminated, like it is now. In case we have to run off this aircraft, we do have 6 emergency exits. We have 2 forward exit doors, 2 overwing window exits, and 2 exits in the way back. Signs overhead and lights on that disco dance floor will help you boogie up on outside of this aircraft. Between here and El Paso, we're going over lots of rivers, lakes, hot tubs, and swimming pools. So in the event of that water evacuation, there's a life vest underneath that seat. Remove that vest if only told to do so by pulling the red strap open the container and then removing the pouch. Then removing the vest from the pouch as shown on the safety information card, and then placing that vest over your head. And then wrapping the black strap around your waist, buckling it in the front, and pulling the loose strap to tighten. Once outside the aircraft, only pulling that little red dangly tab to inflate. If that doesn't work, you're just like doing things the hard way, like my boyfriend. There's a manual inflation tube at your shoulder. Someone must be on board. Also, folks, there's a shark indicator light on the other shoulder, which will turn on automatically once inside the water. If you're traveling with any infants or small children, please refer to the safety information card on how to use that universal life vest on any infant children. If any additional life vests are needed, your cabin crew will come through the cabin and pass out any additional life vests, but good luck with that one. Also, folks, if there's an evacuation of any kind, we do ask that you please follow the flight attendant's commands and leave everything behind. Now, thanks to my past relationships, I have trust issues, so even though we love you, we don't trust you. We're coming through now to double check to make sure your seatbelts are securely fastened, your seat backs and tray tables are in the full upright lock position, and for the millionth and one time, all your carried items are completely shoved, stuffed, crammed, and stowed all the way underneath the seat in front of you, or in that overhead bin, leaving the area by your feet completely clear, leaving that clear pathway to the center of the aircraft. Folks, this will be a smoke-free and most of all a drama-free 1 hour and 39 minutes on over to El Paso. This does include the use of those fancy electronic and vapor cigarettes. Please don't try it on board or in the lavatory. There's a little gadget in there called a smoke detector, and federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, looking at, touching, smiling, any of those smoke detectors in any aircraft lavatory. Also, we do ask that you please refrain from charging any electronic smoking devices while on board. Federal aviation regulations require you guys, our lovely passengers, to please comply with all posted placards, all lighted information signs, and we know this one's your ultimate favorite, all crew members' instructions, including the instructions we gave you on the seatbelt, smoking, and because I'm a party pooper, if you did bring any of your own alcohol on board, it is illegal for you to consume your own alcohol on board, but don't forget, we do have alcohol of our own for you to purchase, and we ask that you please do, because that goes towards our 401k, and maybe I can retire one day. It's looking really bad, true story. Folks, although we don't anticipate it or I wouldn't have came to work this morning, if needed, 4 yellow oxygen masks will drop from the compartment overhead to activate the flow of oxygen. Reach up, grab the mask, pull it down, fully extending the plastic tubing. If you're wearing your own face mask or face covering, please take that off first and then cover your nose and your mouth with that little yellow buttercup. Secure it with the elastic strap and breathe as normal as possible. Although oxygen will be flowing, that plastic bag may not inflate. If you are traveling with small children or anyone needing special assistance, please put your mask on first and then assist them. Continue wearing that mask until otherwise notified by a uniformed crew member. Don't mind the naked ones running around. Once again, we do ask that you please follow flight attendant's instructions and welcome aboard. Don't forget, we are mainly on board for your safety and your security. If you do see something, please say something.